Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch Seasons. We move forward a couple of years in time. Today's date is October 15th, 1988, and we are at Dodger Stadium for Game 1 of the 1988 World Series between the Oakland Athletics and the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is the famous Kirk Gibson home run game, where, of course, we all know what Gibson does as he hits the big home run in the ninth inning. And, of course, I don't believe what I just saw becomes a new statement to be used, of course, in the later years. Dave Stewart was going up against Tim Belcher in this matchup, and this was actually a pretty good game. Of course, we know the Dodgers won it 5-4. But let's see if Inside Pitch can go ahead and recreate it. Of course, Kirk Gibson was not in the lineup, but I will get him in there somehow. Because we'll get him in there with no trouble at all, because he will be the first pinch hitter off the bench, especially with 542 at-bats that he had in 1988. Steeler fan and Philip Reynolds join me here at Dodgers Stadium. So we have a nice, exciting game. Steeler fan, I don't know if you heard me yesterday, but the Mets play the Astros tonight in Payoff pitch. I do not think you're going to want to miss that. Forever Remain 90 joins us here at Dodgers Stadium as well. So we got a nice crowd here. So Steeler fan, I'm pretty sure you're not going to want to miss the Mets-Astros game tonight. It'll be good and going up against Nepper. So we have that game on Payoff pitch 85 tonight. And that is and then we have only one day of 10-minute ticker, and then we're going to take 2 days off. I will not be streaming tomorrow for Christmas Eve or Friday, Christmas Day. So I'm taking 2 days off, give the voice a rest, and I'll return we'll return for Inside Pitch on Saturday morning. For 1989, I'm going to do the Earthquake game, or the game that would have been probably played on the Earthquake, for 1989 World Series between the Athletics and the Giants. And then we'll have the All-Star game for 1985 Payoff pitch Saturday night. I am going to do the All-Star game. I will do the rosters that were used for the All-Star game according to the rosters that were used for that game. But meanwhile, today we are at Dodger Stadium. You were watching me in the panel, Dave Gart. Sorry, I missed it. It was good to see. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I know. Oh, I'm glad you saw that. Am I going to do a History Maker golf anytime soon? I know. I've not done any golf lately. I promise I'll get to it as soon as possible. Well, let's get to today's game here at Dodger Stadium. Pitching for the 1988 Los Angeles Dodgers is Tim Belcher in this game. 12-6, 4 saves, a 2.91 ERA. He gets the call. Let's play some baseball. Game 1 of the 88 World Series, the famous Kirk Gibson home run game. Leading off for the Athletics is third baseman Carney Lansford. Let's see how this game goes. Pitch from Belcher, 2-6 is a blank. Lansford gets to swing, 6-2. That's a star 6, and it's a ground out to short. And that is out number 1. Next batter for the A's is center fielder Dave Henderson. Of course, the last time we saw Dave Henderson, he was actually playing for the Red Sox yesterday. Pitch from Henderson, pitch from Belcher, 3-4. That's a hit by pitch. That 16 is way too high. Henderson gets to swing, though, 4-6, and it's a ball hit to left field, and that is an 11 against a righty. That's going to be too high, and that's just going to be a fly out to left. And that's out number 2. Dodger Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts, subtracts 1 from walks. No home run adjustment. Here is the right fielder, Jose Canseco. Thanks for mentioning me in there. I watch you on the 60-inch TV. As you mentioned, yep, that's exactly right. That's what I said to the chat. It was Donnie. It was D. Smith, a Royals fan, said he had me on the big screen. And I said, I know I've made it to the big time when I'm on the big screen. Here's the pitch from Belcher. 6-5 to Canseco against the righty. That's a walk chance. The 10 is good. Canseco will go ahead and walk to first. And that is a base on balls. Have I seen the Pack Wars baseball game from video? Yes, I did, and not really interested. What am I doing? Canseco's on it first. Next batter for the Athletics will be Dave Parker. He's in left field for this game. Rolling a strat. That is a 13. There's no play. Belcher will pitch. 1-2. It's a blank. Parker gets the swing. That is Sue dice. I'll re-roll. And that is 2-4. And that's going to be a star 4. It's a grounder to second base. And the inning will end there. So nothing for the Athletics. And we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Pitching for the 1988 Oakland Athletics is Dave Stewart. 21-12, 3.23 ERA. For a time in the late 80s and the early 90s, Dave Stewart was one of the best pitchers in the game. Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman Steve Sachs. Pitch from Stewart, 6-1, wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again. Stewart, 5-1, strikeout chance, 3 gets Sachs. And that's the first strikeout by Stewart. He had 192 of them in 85. Pretty decent hard thrower. Next batter is the first baseman, Franklin Stubbs. Stewart with the pitch, 3-3. That's a strikeout chance. That 6 is good. Strikeout number 2 for Stewart. And the next batter will be Mickey Hatcher. He was in left field for this game. Stewart with the pitch. 5-2. That is a strikeout chance. 5 is too high. Hatcher does get to swing 4-3, and he singles past second base, and that is a base hit for Hatcher. Nice hit for him. And here is the right fielder, Mike Marshall. Hatcher on it first. Strat roll says a 15. There's no play. Infield is normal. Pitch from Stewart, 4-6. Strikeout chance, 16 too high. Marshall will swing 5-6. That's a ground ball to third. And the throw's going to go to second to get Hatcher. And that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Dodgers. No score at the end of 1. As I said, I do not intend to stream tomorrow or Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. May do an unboxing video. I am expecting something to arrive today, maybe tomorrow. So I may do an unboxing video to show you the next game. I'm going to give a test and maybe give it a try. Top of the second inning, here is first baseman Mark McGwire. Pitch from Belcher, 2-4, error on a grounder. McGwire gets the swing, 1-5. That's a fly ball to right field. Of course, there's no error there. And that is out number 1. McGwire hit 32 home runs in 88. Here's the catcher, Terry Steinbach. Pitch from Belcher, 1-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 19 is way too high. 6-2 for Steinbach. That's a fly out to right. That's put away by Marshall as he makes the next 2 plays. Here's second baseman Glenn Hubbard. Belcher with the pitch, 6-6. That's a home run chance with a question mark. A right-hander, 1-9. That is a 6. It passes. Hubbard against a righty is a 3. A 1-3, Hubbard sends this out of here. It is a 10. It becomes a blank. So Hubbard does get to swing, 3-1. And against the righty, he doesn't get the home run, but he does smack a double to left. Hubbard doesn't get the big dinger, but he'll go to second base on a double. That brings up the shortstop, Walt Weiss, with 2 outs. Rolling a strat. That's a 20. Belcher tries to pick him off, and he doesn't get him back there. Hubbard will get back safely. Belcher only had a 1 chance to pick off. So here's Weiss with 2 outs. Pitch from Belcher, 1-4, strikeout chance. 7 will get him. He struck him out. First strikeout for Belcher. Belcher had 152 of them in 88. And that retires the side. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that will bring up center fielder John Shelby for the Dodgers. Pitch from Stewart, 4-2, and against the switch hitting left, that's a strikeout chance. The 12 is good. He gets Shelby, struck him out. Third strikeout for Stewart. Here's the catcher, Mike Scioscia. Stewart's pitch. And that is a 5-3. That's a range play. Scioscia takes a chance at it, 5-1. It's a ground ball to second base. Hubbard's range is a 5. And with a 2, he easily makes the play, throws to first for the second out. Nice play by Hubbard. Here's the third baseman, Jeff Hamilton. Stewart with the pitch, 2-5. That's a walk plus That's a walk plus 10. That's a 20. That's going to be too high. So Hamilton doesn't walk, but he does get to swing. And that's a 2-6, and he flies out to center. A 1-2-3 inning for Stewart. At the end of 2, no score. Since you asked me about that Pack Wars video game, that Pack Wars thing, Forever Maine, I did take a look at it. Wasn't really interested, but did you like it? Do you think it's got some ability? What do you think? We go to the top of the third. Tim Belcher will be pitching to Dave Stewart. Stewart actually could hit the ball. He actually had a lifetime batting average of 173. But of course, since he didn't bat at all in 1988, I bring him down a couple of levels. So he's going to use pitcher hitting card number 3, designed for pitchers that could hit around 150. Dave Stewart could actually hit the ball. Here's the pitch from Belcher, 1-1, strikeout chance, and he gets him there. That's out number 1. A 37 is what I use for strikeouts, and pitchers usually go down pretty quick, and that's an easy strikeout for Belcher. These cards are not totally my creation. They were done by Bill Salm on the Inside Pitch video version of the game. I just use it as a template, and then I create cards with different averages. Since I don't know Chris Davis's system completely, but I know it enough where I can create a pitcher hitting card for American League pitchers that didn't bat at all. That's strikeout number 2 for Belcher. Here is Lansford. He'll bat next. Pitch from Belcher, 6-4. That's a strikeout chance. 17 too high. 6-3 for Lansford. That's a base hit past shortstop. It's a single. Lansford trots down to first. Lansford good. Carney Lansford, another underrated Oakland A's player. Lansford was a strong player during his day as well. Don't underestimate him. He's on first. Here's the batter, Dave Henderson. Infield does go halfway. Roll a strat, see if anything going on. That is a 15. There is no play. Belcher will swing, will pitch, 1-2. It's a blank. Henderson takes a swing, 5-4. It's a star 4. It's a ground ball to second base. Henderson's double play rating's a 2. Nothing from Belcher. +1 is a 3. Shortstop is Griffin. That's a -1 actually from the Dodgers. So a 1-2, it's a double play, and they don't get it. Lansford's base running rating becomes a 3 with the infield half win. That's a 5. So Lansford is out at second. Henderson goes to first. It's a fielder's choice. Here is Jose Canseco. Infield goes to normal. Strat roll coming up. That's an 18. No play. Belcher will pitch. 2-3. That's a blank. Canseco, can he get a hold of one? 3-5. Nope. Well, he does get a hold of it, but not too far. Fly ball to right field. And that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the A's. Still no score going in the bottom of the third. Canseco did hit 42 home runs in 88. So if he gets a hold, if there's a home run chance, it's gone. Who is Kurt and what is Pack Wars Baseball? Kurt Berglund is a Kurt Berglund is an excellent YouTuber who likes to deal with looking at beta games and beta versions of games. He's doing a payoff pitch, Dream Season, and he also he showed a game called Pack Wars Baseball. Seems to use baseball cards. I thought it was a little bit too out of my league, but either way, but he is an awesome individual. Check out his channel, Kurt Berglund. He has some great stuff. Check it out. Dave Stewart will take over here in the bottom of the third. Here is Alfredo Griffin. He is the shortstop for the Dodgers here. Stewart's pitch, 3-3, strikeout chance. 9 is going to be too high, barely. But Griffin does get to swing 3-5, and it's a fly out to center. One man down. That brings up the pitcher, Tim Belcher. He batted .071 as a batted .071 as a pitcher. 1-3 from Stewart. That's a home run check. And believe it or not, Belcher does have a chance on that. Against a righty, it's a 1-9 for Stewart. That is a 14. That's going to be too high. Home run with a question mark, actually. So there is no home run, although Belcher did hit one that year. Belcher does get to swing, though, 4-1, and he just lines it to first. And that's out number 2. Next up is Steve Sachs. Struck out his first time up. Stewart's pitch, 3-4. That's a blank. Sachs gets to swing 3-5, and he grounds it to second base, and that will do the inning. 1-2-3 inning for the Dodgers. At the end of 3, we've got no score. We go to the top of the 4th inning as Bob B joins us here at Dodgers Stadium. Yes, he does a lot of work on pine tar baseball. I'm sorry. Thank you, Bob B. I totally forgot he created pine tar baseball. My bad. Totally forgot he did that. Yes, pine tar baseball. That is an excellent game. Check it out. That is an excellent game. Al Red Sox fan loves pine tar. All right, so definitely check out pine tar baseball. Awesome system that he uses. It really is. Let's see, where are we? Top of the 4th inning, Dave Parker leads off here. Bob B, did you catch your Cardinals last night again on my channel for Payoff Pitch? Had a good game against the Padres. John Tudor was on the mound. I want to check it out if you didn't see it. Let's see, pitch to Parker. Belcher's pitch, 3-2. That's a strikeout chance, 18 too high. Parker will swing 4-4, and he pops it out to first base. And that's out number 1. Oh, he didn't create it. Okay, my bad. I thought he did. I thought he did create the game. But he helped him. All right. Thank you, sir. But yes, check the replay, Bob B. I know you'll love it. Here's Mark McGuire, the other half of the Bash Brothers in 1988. Actually, in Bash Brothers for a few years in Oakland. Belcher's pitch, 5-5, strikeout chance, 15 too high. McGuire swings 5-6. It's a ground out to short. That is the second out, and here is Terry Steinbach. Belcher with the pitch. 2-2, walk plus 10, and that will be a walk. That's an easy walk. Steinbach has a 10, and you add a walk plus 10 makes it a 20. Not a problem there, and Steinbach will trot to first. And here's Hubbard. Infield will stay normal. Strat roll says a 15, no play. Hubbard is not going to bunt. So here's the pitch from Belcher, and that is a 6-4. That's a strikeout chance, and that 9 gets him. Strikes out Hubbard. Nothing for Oakland except a walk. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still no score, and a good pitcher's duel between these two. 1988 World Series, Game 1. Here is Franklin Stubbs. Pitch from Stewart, 5-5. That's at the ballpark. Dodgers Stadium, 4-2. That's a ground ball right back to Stewart, and he'll throw it over to first for the out. Here's Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher is 1-for-1, got a base hit his last time up. What happened? Oh, you're talking about the Steelers losing to the... That was an awful loss. That was a terrible loss, Steeler fan. I didn't even mention that. That was an awful loss. You do not lose to the Bengals when you're chasing the Chiefs for number 1 in the conference. Chiefs now win. They win their game. They have home field throughout. Pitch from Stewart. That's a 5-1 strikeout chance. 5 is too high. Hatcher doesn't strike out much. Pitch to Hatcher, 3-1. Swings. It's a star 5, and that's going to be a fly out to center. 2 down. Here is Marshall. Marshall 0-for-1. Stewart with the pitch. 6-6. Strikeout. 17 too high. Marshall swings 4-4. That's a ball hit to right field. And that is a 1. And against a righty, that's going to be a single. Marshall gets a 2-out base hit. He will hold it first. And now maybe John Shelby can help the Dodgers out here. Infield normal with 2 outs. Strat roll says a 12. No play. Stewart will pitch. And that is a 3-5. And against a lefty, that's going to be a automatic out. And that's just going to be a fly out to right. It's a star 6, and the inning will end there. No runs and a hit for the Dodgers. Still no score at the end of 4. Got a nice pitcher's duel doing here between Stewart and Belcher. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Athletics is Walt Weiss. Struck out his last time up. Pitch from Belcher, 1-6, an error chance. Walt Weiss, 3-6. That's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Shelby. His error rating is a 3. That's a 10. He won't make the error. That's going to be an easy catch. Out number 1. Here's the pitcher, Dave Stewart. Belcher with the pitch, 1-2. That's a blank. Stewart gets this swing. Pitch from Stewart, 4-1, and he struck him out. And he strikes out there. And that is strikeout number 3 for Belcher. Here's Lansford. Belcher with the pitch, 6-5. Against a righty, that's a walk chance, 12 too high. Lansford swings the bat, 3-2, and he lines it right to short, and that ends the inning there. Another 1-2-3 inning by Belcher. We are halfway through this game. No score here in this 88 World Series Game 1. Remember tonight, payoff pitch, 1985. The New York Mets are at the Houston Astros. And then we are going to take 2 days off. We will not play on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. At least I won't stream any ball games. We will return with the Game 3 of the 1989 World Series between the Athletics and the Giants, the game that would have been played on the Earthquake game, I guess. I can't find the actual lineups that were going to be used for the actual Earthquake game. I couldn't find them. So we're going to play Game 3 of that World Series. And then, of course, payoff pitch that same night will be the All-Star Game of 1985 from the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, because that's where the All-Star Game was played. I will be doing the All-Star Game for the 85. Can't believe it. In my 1985 payoff pitch, we have actually reached the All-Star break. How about that? Bottom of the 5th inning. Dave Stewart will take over here. Mike Scioscia will bat for the Dodgers. Pitch from Stewart, 3-3. Strikeout chance, 12 high. Scioscia will swing, 4-4. It's a star 3, and that's a ground out to short. Here's Jeff Hamilton. Stewart, 6-5. Walk chance, that's a 3, and yep, Hamilton will walk to first. That's a base on balls. First walk issued by Stewart. He gave up 105 of them. So pretty much for every 2 strikeouts, he issued pretty much a walk. So the infield will go halfway. Check the strat roll. And that is a 6, no play. Stewart will pitch to nobody. Well, I guess it would help if I put a batter out there. Shortstop Alfredo Griffin is next. Stewart pitches to an empty plate. We'll do it again. Stewart, 3-1. Range play. Griffin swings, 2-4. That's a star 1. It's a fly ball to center field. And that ball is hit to Henderson. That ball is hit to Henderson. His range is a 5. He's got it. That's a 4. He makes the catch. It's out number 2. How about that? How about that? Nice play by Dave Henderson, who had very good range in center field. Second out. And that will bring up the pitcher, Tim Belcher. He will bat. Anything on a strat roll? A 14. His bunt rating is a 3. There would be a bunt, but not with 2 outs. So he's going to go ahead and bat normally. Stewart with the pitch, 1-3. That again with the home run check. Stewart with the home run with a question mark, 1-3. Against a right-hander, it is a 1-9. This time it's a 4. Against a righty, that's a 10. Belcher missed it the first time. Does he hit it this time? 1-10, it is out of here. And that's the wrong die. And that is a 6, and it's gone. That is a 2-run homer for Tim Belcher. Oh, wow. Actually, it's not Ricky Henderson, Steve. That's Dave Henderson. Dave Stewart on the first at-bat to Belcher got a 1-3, a home run with a question mark, and didn't clear. This time, again, he gets the 1-3, home run with a question mark against a right-hander. That cleared. Belcher has a 10. That's a 6. Belcher just blasted a 2-run homer for the Dodgers. And I'm going to say, I can't believe what I just saw. I'll give that to Belcher. 2-0 Dodgers. Stadium cheers. Yay! Tim Belcher gets the home run off of Stewart. 2-0 in favor of the Bums, and here is Steve Sachs. As Steve Tower has joined us here at Dodger Stadium. Always an honor when you join me, Steve. Always an honor. And for those of you who don't know about After Further Review with Steve Tower, please make sure you subscribe to that channel. His stuff is so excellent. 3-6 from Stewart. That's going to be a blank. Sachs will swing 5-4, and that's a base hit past second base. The inning continues. Sachs gets a hit. He'll trot on down to first and bring up Stubbs. Infield will stay normal. Strat rolls as a 17. Stubbs is not going to bunt. Stewart will pitch. 1-3 again with the home run. With the question mark. And against the lefty, it's a 1-15. That's a 16. He avoids the home run to Stubbs, and that would have been a very good chance because Stubbs has a 17 on both sides. But Stubbs will get to swing anyway. 6-2, and he flies out to right. And that ends the inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. A home run by Belcher, of all people. 2-0 Dodgers. Wow. So I'll give Tim Belcher the "I can't believe what I just saw" statement. I'll give it to him. Top of the 6th inning. Here is Dave Henderson in center field. With Steve Tower, what made Vin Scully so good? He knew when to be quiet after a call and let the crowd noise take you through. 100% right. Loved Vin Scully. Loved Vin Scully. He knew when to let the crowd just take you through the moment. He was right, and you were right. Pitch from Belcher, and that is a 6-4, and that's a strikeout chance. The 8 will get Henderson. Struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Belcher. He can not only swing, he can not only swing for the fences, he can make the batters swing and miss. Here's Canseco. Canseco's 0 for 1. Pitch from Belcher, 2-5 against the right. That's a blank. Canseco will swing 4-1 against the righty. That is a fly out to right. That's out number 2. And now Dave Parker. Belcher having a very good job there. Belcher's doing, yes, he is. Pitch from Belcher, 1-4, strikeout chance, 12. That's good. He struck out Parker, swing and a miss. 5th strikeout for Belcher and a 1-2-3 inning for Oakland. Still 2-0 favor of the Bums. Mickey Hatcher leads off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 6th. Stewart will go back out there. Pitch from Stewart, 4-3. That's a strikeout chance. 16 is way out of there. Hatcher will swing 6-3, and he singles past shortstop. That's a base hit. Hatcher trots to first. That's Hatcher's 2nd hit of the game. He is now 1 for 2. Here is Mike Marshall. Let's see, am I rolling strat? Yes, I am. Strat roll says a 3. Nothing happening. Infield halfway. Stewart will pitch. 4-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Marshall will swing 3-2. That's a fly out to center. Runner will hold. Batter is John Shelby. Strat roll says a 2, no play. Stewart's pitch, 4-2 against the switch hitter left. That's a strikeout chance. The 8's good. He struck out Shelby. And that is strikeout number 4 for Stewart. 2 outs. And now Mike Scioscia. Strat roll says a 14, no play. Stewart will pitch. That is a 2-6 error on a grounder. Scioscia will swing 3-2. That's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit to Hubbard. His error rating is a 4. That's a 13. There won't be an error. He makes the play. He'll throw to first against Scioscia, and that will end the inning. No runs on a hit for the Dodgers. Still 2-0 in favor of the boys in blue. We go to the top of the 7th. Probably Belcher, even though Belcher hit the home run, he's pitching a gem, probably will be his last inning. He only has 24 batters faced, and he will be tired at the end of this inning. So let's see, 27, 6, 5, 4. So even though Belcher's pitching a gem, may be tired. Of course, I got to get Kirk Gibson in there somewhere. This is the Kirk Gibson home run game, although Belcher's doing it all by himself. Here's McGuire. He's 0 for 2. Belcher's pitch, 1-3, strikeout chance, 14 is too high. McGuire gets the swing, 5-2. It's a base hit into center field. McGuire goes to first. First hit for the batter who says he didn't want to talk about the past. Here's Terry Steinbach. A real shame, too. Really loved watching Mark McGuire play growing up in the late 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, and just disappointed that he was on the juice. Let's see. Do we have a strat? Let's see. Strat roll says a 4, no play. Infield halfway. Belcher will pitch to Steinbach. 1-2, that's a blank. Steinbach gets the swing. 3-2, that's a fly out to left field. That's the first out. Next batter will be Glenn Hubbard. McGuire still on at first. Strat roll says an 18. Hubbard, do you bunt? No, you're down by 2 runs. A bunt here doesn't help you. You can't trade out. You can't trade runs here in the 7th inning. You don't bunt. Hubbard will hit. Belcher will pitch. 3-6. Range play at the park. Dodgers Stadium. 5-4. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Hamilton. His range is a 4, but the infield is halfway, so it makes it a 3. He won't make the play. That's going to be a base hit. Is that going to be a single or a double? That's going to be a single. So it becomes a single to left. Let's see. McGuire's base running rating is a 2. Subtract 1 to get to third is a 1. Left fielder for the Dodgers is Hatcher. You add 1 from him. So on a 1-2, McGuire will make third base. It is a 3. He does not. He will hold at second. Tying run aboard, the batter for the A's is Walt Weiss. Infield remains halfway. They will roll a strat. And that is a 15. There'll be no play. Belcher, now in his Belcher's first jam. Runners at first and second here, top of the 7th. Pitch from Belcher, that's a 4-5. And that's going to be at the ballpark again. That's going to be at the park, Dodger Stadium. That's a regular at the park, 3-5. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. That is out number 2. McGuire's base running rating is a 2. He's only out on a 6-6. And that is a 6-5. He does not. So that means he holds and stays at second base. On a 6-6, he would have been out. But there are 2 outs. So he stays at second. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for Stewart as he is done. As the A's are going to go to the bench. And coming on to bat. Coming on to bat will be Stan Javier. He had 397 at-bats in 85. So I usually go with the player with the most at-bats until the 9th inning. So Belcher against the switch hitter. Now Belcher is tired. Belcher is now tired. They want to see if he can get through the inning. He is due to bat third. So they're going to go with Belcher. Just has to avoid a tired cell. Infield is now normal with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. I'll roll a strat roll first. That's a 4. There's no play. Belcher will pitch. 1-5, strikeout chance. 18 is too high. Javier gets the swing. 5-1. It's a fly ball. Center field will get out of it. Catch is made by Shelby. No runs, 2 hits, but Oakland cannot get the runs in. Still 2-0 Dodgers. At the 7th inning stretch, Jeff Hamilton will lead off for the Dodgers. Got a right-hander. So let's see who the A's want to bring in to pitch. And we're going to go with Oakland bullpen was not bad. They had a good bullpen. The Oakland A's bullpen in 85 and 88 was pretty darn good. They're going to go with Gene Nelson, 9-6, 3.7, 3 saves, a 3.06 ERA. Gene Nelson will pitch to Jeff Hamilton. Hamilton will bat in the bottom of the 7th. The A's had a good bullpen in 88. One of the reasons why they did make it to the World Series that year. Pitch from Nelson, 3-2. That is a range play. Hamilton takes a swing, 2-4. Fly ball to right field. That's Canseco. His range is a 3, and he can't make it. Is it a single or double? And that's going to be, it'll bounce in front of him for a base hit. Hamilton safe at first. Tough play for Jose. And here's Alfredo Griffin, infield halfway, rolling a strat. And that is a 10. There's no play. Nelson pitches. That's a 6-4 against the switch hitter left. It's a blank. Griffin will swing. 3-3, pops it out to second base. 1 out. That'll do it for Tim Belcher. He is done. And coming on to bat will be Kirk Gibson. With his battered legs and everything, Kirk Gibson comes up to the plate to pitch to bat for Tim Belcher. It is 2-0 Dodgers. The game is really not on the line, but a big insurance run at first base. Gene Nelson will pitch to him, even though I should bring in Eckersley for it, but we'll let Nelson go. So Kirk Gibson gets a chance to hit. We'll roll a strat. Strat rule says a 9, no play. Nelson gets the pitch. And that is a 2-4. Against the lefty, it's a walk plus 10. And against a right-hander, that is a 14. And that becomes a 24. And Gibson's just going to walk to first base. So no excitement there. I am sorry. It's just a walk. So Kirk Gibson has to trot down to first base, and he will just get there on a base on balls. So no Kirk Gibson excitement. Here's Steve Sachs with 1 out, but the infield is still halfway. Rolling a strat, that's a 6, no play. Nelson will pitch. That's a 3-6, error on a throw. Sachs will bat, 6-3. That's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Hubbard. His error rating is a 4. That's a 14. There will be no error. Let's check for double play. Double play ratings 2. Nelson plus 1 is 3. Halfway is 4. Shortstop for Oakland is Weiss, adds nothing. So a 1-4, they turn it. And they do. Second base to shortstop, back to first, double play, inning over. So no runs and a hit. And it stays 2-0 Dodgers. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Got a pinch run for Gibson. Yeah, I know. I could have done that. His base running rating still was rated a 3. So he still actually got a good chance to score. Dodgers need a new pitcher. Carney Lansford leads off for the A's. They're going to go with a right-hander. Let's see who the Dodgers want to bring in. And let's see. Dodger bullpen is damn good, too. They're going to go with Alejandro Pena, 6-7, 12 saves, a 1.91 ERA. Dodger bullpen was excellent, actually. Dodger bullpen was very good. 1.1. So Carney Lansford will bat here in the top of the 8th inning. Can the A's get through the Dodger bullpen? Pitch from Pena, 1-3, strikeout chance, 11 too high. Lansford swings 1-6 at the star 1, and it's a fly out to left. That's the first out. And here is Dave Henderson. Pitch from Pena, 3-6. That against a righty, that's a walk chance. The 12 is too high. Henderson gets the swing. 4-5, and that's a fly out to left. Out number 2, and here is Canseco. Pena's pitch, 2-3 against a righty. That's a strikeout plus, and that's an 18. That will get Canseco out easily. He becomes a 21 plus 1 with 22. That's an 18, and he struck him out. 1-2-3 inning for Pena. The Dodgers are in control, 2-0 going into the bottom of the 8th. Franklin Stubbs leads off for the Dodgers. Gene Nelson will stay out there. Bottom of the 8th inning. Here's the pitch from Nelson, 3-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Stubbs will swing 1-5, single right past first base. McGuire couldn't make it, and that's going to be a base hit. Leadoff hit for Stubbs. And here's Mickey Hatcher. Am I still rolling Strat? Yes, I am. Infield halfway. Strat says an 18. No play. Nelson will pitch to Hatcher. And we got a 5-4. That's an automatic out. It's a star. It's a star. It's going to be a ground ball to second base. Hatcher, double play rating 2, plus 1 is 3. 1 from half is 4. Shortstop for the A's is Weiss. He adds nothing. A 1-4, they turn the double play. It is a 5. They do not. Stubbs will be out at second. Hatcher will be safe at first. He beats the throw. Fielder's choice. Here's Mike Marshall. Infield will stay halfway. No strat roll. Nelson will pitch. Well, no strat, no play, I should say. Nelson's pitch, 1-4. That's an automatic out. And that's going to be a star 5, and it's a fly out to left. 2 outs. John Shelby comes up. Infield goes back to normal. Hatcher still on at first. Strat roll says no play. Nelson will pitch. That's a 3-2. That's a range play. Shelby takes a swing. 3-1. That's a ball hit to center field. Now let's first find out what kind of hit it is. And against a right-hander, that is a 19. That's a 19. It's too high. So we know already that it's going to be an out, but it's a range play. So the ball is hit to center, and that's Henderson. That's Henderson. So he's got a 5 for a range. A 1-5, he makes the play. It's a 6, he does not. Now, is it a single or a double? That's going to be a single. So even though it was too high, it still comes up a range play, and that is a single. Hatcher with a base run rating of 2, with 2 outs, add 1-3. Single to center, -1 is a 2. Henderson adds none, so a 1-2 on the blue die. Hatcher is safe at third. That is a 3. He will hold at second. Still a base hit for Shelby. And he gets a single because Henderson couldn't get there in time. 2 outs. Insurance run at second base. Here is Sosha. Still rolling for Strat. And that's an 18, no play. Sosha's not going to bunt. Runners at first and second. Big insurance runs on there. Nelson will. He'll pitch. Pitch from Nelson. 6-1. It's a blank. Sosha swings. 6-1. That's a star 5. It's a fly out to left, and the inning ends there. No runs, 2 hits for the Dodgers. Still 2-0. We go to the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Dave Parker leads off for the Dodgers, for the Athletics in the top of the 9th. Pena's going to stay out there. He's not tired. They're going to leave Pena to see if he can close it. Plus, Parker does a little bit less damage against right-handing pitchers. Pena will pitch. And that's a 4-4. Against the lefty, that's a walk plus 10. And Parker against the righties an 8. You add 10, it's 18. -1 from Dodger Stadium is a 17. That's a 19. He does not walk Parker, but Parker does get the swing. And that's a 6-1, and he flies out to right. Out number 1. And here's McGuire. Pena will pitch. That's a 4-2. Strikeout chance, 19 too high. McGuire swings 4-4 against a right-hander. That is a single right past shortstop. It's a base hit. Second hit from McGuire. And now the tying runs at the plate in the form of Terry Steinbach. Pena will pitch to Steinbach. With 1 out here, infield is halfway. Am I rolling Strat? No, but I'm not rolling Strat, but I am rolling. Actually, I am rolling Strat. Yes, I am. Strat rolls as a 17, no play. Pena will pitch. And that's Suadice. I'll re-roll. 2-2 from Pena. That's a range play. Oh, boy. Steinbach swings 1-5 against a right-hander. That's a ground ball back to Pena. His range is a 3. His range is a 3, and there's no change on a range play because he's automatically in. So a 1-3, Pena makes the play. It is a 5, no good. That's going to get by him. That's going to be a single 1. McGuire, with a base running rating of 2, though, can only hold at second base. He has no chance to go to third. Pena couldn't make the play. And now the A's have the go-ahead run at the plate in the form of Glenn Hubbard. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 inning here on 9th inning in RJL 518? Come on. Hubbard is the batter, and Pena is now tired. They will take him out. The Dodgers will go to the bullpen. And I think they'll bring in a right-hander. And they're going to go with Jay Howell. 5-3, 21 saves, 2.08 ERA. Jay Howell coming up for the Dodgers. He'll go up against Hubbard. Still 1 out. Infield is halfway to try to get the DP. That is a 14. There's no play. Timeout, though. This is the 9th inning. Hubbard is at second base. The A's are going to go to the bench. My bad. I am going to go to the bench. I can choose, since it's the 9th inning, I can choose the best hitter available by average. And that's going to be Luis Polonia. Batted .292. He's a switch hitter. And he will bat against Howell. And taking over second base at short second base will be Mike Gallego. He'll take over at second for Hubbard. Jay Howell will now pitch to Polonia. 1 out. I've already run the strat roll. I won't re-roll it. Infield halfway. Runners at first and second. Howell now trying to keep it there. Here's the pitch from Howell. It's a 3-1. It's a double question mark. Against the lefty, it's a 1-6 would be an automatic out. That's a 9. It's not there. It's a blank. Polonia will get to swing. That's a 3-1. It's a star 4, and it's a ground ball to third. Do they turn it? Well, first we got to see what it is. And that is a ball that's hit right. That's a ball hit right towards the line. If a double play or force, it would go 5-3. So it's hit to third. So that means McGuire is going to be automatically out as third baseman. Hamilton tags the bag. That's 1 out. They're going to try to get the double play. Polonia's double play rating's a 1. -2 from Howell. So it's a -1. Infield halfway makes it a 0. There is no chance for the double play. So McGuire is out at third, and the runners advance 1 base. 2 outs, though. And that is how you play that. The ball was hit towards the line. If double play or force, it would go 5-3. So he tags the bag, throws to first, does not get Polonia, and that's out number 2. So it actually goes as a fielder's choice. The batter now is Walt Weiss. Weiss is bats 250. I'm going to check to see if there's anybody I can do with here with the A's on the bench. And the answer is no. Weiss is going to bat. Walt Weiss will bat. Pitcher spot due up. 2 outs now. Runner still at first and second. Still rolling a strat. That's a 10. No play. Howell will pitch. That's a 5-2. It's a strikeout chance. And against a righty, that's a 9. +1 is a 10. That's a 5. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's your game. Dodgers beat the Athletics 2-0. No runs, 2 hits for Oakland. The Dodgers win on a 2-run homer by Tim Belcher in this ball game. Crazy, but that's how it went. And the game is over, and I'll give you a final line score here in a moment. For the Dodgers, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For the Athletics, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. Tim Belcher gets the win. Jay Howell does pick up the save. Alejandro Pena did get a hold. And the player of the game is definitely Tim Belcher. He got the win, and he belted a 2-run homer off of Dave Stewart as the Dodgers win this game 2-0 here in this replay of Game 1 of the '88 World Series. Tonight, we got the Mets and the Astros. Dwight Gooden goes up against Bob Nepper as we play the last game of the 88 of the 85 replay before the All-Star break. I am doing the All-Star game Saturday. I may do an unboxing video later on something I'm hoping arrives today. I will not be streaming tomorrow or Friday. No Christmas Eve and no Christmas Day. You guys don't need to be listening to me on the 2 holidays. You guys need to be with your families. After further review with Steve Tower, Steeler fan, Bob B, for Remain 90, Philip Reynolds, thank you for joining me. We'll see you guys later for some payoff pitch baseball. Join me then. Dodgers beat the Athletics 2-0 here in the replay of Game 1 of the '88 World Series. We'll see you guys later. Take care.